The piece in this exhibition is called The Moon, and what you can see here is a full-size mock-up. They're just basically using straws and paper clips to actually get a sense of its three-dimensional construction. It's based on a geodesic sphere or geodesic dome, and the geometry behind that is a series of pentagons and hexagons that are alternately placed around each other, and it eventually creates this full 360-degree sphere. The thinking behind that came that was I was spent quite a number of years in the Northern Hemisphere and found that my sense of direction and location was completely altered, having obviously come from the Southern Hemisphere to begin with, and watching the moon rise one night up over the Atlantic Ocean was a very basic question came up to me. I was thinking, oh, is that the same full moon that's in the north as it is back in Australia? Which of course it is, but just that whole sort of disorientation and dislocation that takes place when you're in a different hemisphere actually just threw me. This series of great circles that run around was actually a traditional component of measuring the Earth, and that's sort of the series of ideas and thinking that came up that made me develop that piece. In general, I work with both scale models and full-size mock-ups when I'm going onto a piece. I can also, just moving from that piece to something else that's going on in the workshop here at the moment, is a series of surfboards. These are a scale model that allow me not only the opportunity to sort of think about the form and the particular proportions, but I can also experiment with some of the detail aspects that I might end up incorporating in the board at a later stage. And here you can see there's a frame of a board currently underway. This is also just a maquette at the moment being developed for a new sculptural work that will be quite large, probably closer to this in scale. But again, it's just the process of working through a model allows me to think through the material and through three dimensions in space in a way that I can't achieve any other way. The process of building this piece started with actually sourcing the material, which is eucalyptus branches just found in the local vicinity. The branches are skinned, taking off the actual bark and the outside layer, and then piecing together the pieces with drilling holes in the end. And Jessamy Pollock, who's one of the associates at the JamFactory, created the aluminium rings that I could then actually thread those on. One of the aspects of using that material was to actually have a kind of a free and loose interpretation of this strict geometry, so the organic nature of the found elements create almost like a feeling of a drawing or a sketch.